Hello, my name is Dr. Danielle. I'm a doctor of psychology and licensed clinical social worker, and I'm here to talk to you during this mental health wellness about emotional aromatherapy and this amazing collection that doTERRA offers to manage everything from energizing and uplifting mood to calming and grounding. So let's go over some of these essential oils. There's a couple forms you can actually purchase these essential oils in. One is going to be in 5 milliliter bottles. And these, as you can see, come very organized, and you can take one of these essential oils, and what you'll do is it smells so good. This one's called Motivate, and we'll go into that in just a minute. But you take your diffuser and you would just drop the essential oil right in there and plug your diffuser in. Emotional aromatherapy is incredible for the brain because as you inhale an essential oil, it actually travels to your brain through your neural olfactory pathways. And right in there, it's going to penetrate to different areas of the brain for stress, uplifting mood, for decreasing hyperactivity, increasing focus, memory. There's just a lot these can do when they little aromatic molecules start to get into the brain. So the aromatic use in the diffuser is going to be what these are primarily for. You can also put a drop on your hand and inhale them right into the brain. So either way is going to be great. And then we also have, for the emotional aromatherapy, easy to use, are going to be essential oil touch bottles is what they're called. And so they're diluted to go right directly on your skin. Now let's break these into two different categories. We have essential oils for emotions that are uplifting and energizing. And that's going to be your passion essential oil, motivate, and cheer. The next category is going to be your grounding and your calming. And this is going to be peace, console, and forgive. And these 6 essential oils that come in the 2 different forms are going to be incredible for managing pretty much every emotion on the spectrum, which is going to help you. You can just keep this in your purse, for example. You can diffuse these in your office. In fact, that is how I primarily have used these, is by diffusing them with sessions with my teenagers, and it's been great to help deflect that angry mood or uplift someone who's come in really depressed and down, and also calm anxiousness. I had one girl that came in very anxious, and she sat down, and I started to utilize my calming essential oils. And what happened is she literally, like, her shakes that she had calmed down, and I saw this physically happen before my eyes, and then we were able to process and do talk therapy so much better. So you're going to love these little tools. So let's talk about a couple of these oils. So we have Motivate, which is going to be a inspirational, motivational, someone's just needs some help getting their homework done. This is a great one. I have used this for myself when I need to speak on stage, or if I need to stay awake. It kind of helps me with that. We have Passion, and this one's going to have energizing as well as focus type properties to it. And then Cheer. And Cheer is going to be your oil that will help with uplifting mood. So one of the ways you can use these touch oils is roll it right on the pulse points of the neck, which will take the essential oil compounds right to the brain through your bloodstream. Another way is on the wrist, and you can just do that and inhale it. So Cheer is going to be everything for uplifting mood. That's your uplifting and energizing category. Your next category is the grounding and the calming category. So we have an oil called Peace, and the Peace essential oil, this is going to be pretty much everything calming. And so the name pretty much tells you what it does. It's this reassuring blend. Just if you are feeling maybe scattered and overwhelmed, or if you have a client that's feeling that way, Peace is going to be a great one that you can either diffuse the 5 milliliter or roll this on. That is going to be everything for pretty much calming the mind from racing thoughts. And then there's Console. The Console blend is going to help with anything with grieving process for sure. So this is like if someone's feeling maybe angry, or if they're feeling that loss or lonely, Console is a good one for those type of emotions. And then lastly is Forgive. And Forgive is really, it's an incredible blend of plants that helps with kind of shifting perspective, I would say. That's how it helps with me. Those moments where maybe you do have some pent up anger or resentment, but also just shifting that perspective when you're stuck in a cycle of thought. And forgive can be very helpful for those moments. So you can see they're kind of across the board. I carry these with me consistently because just depending on what mood or what I'm dealing with or who I run into, I can pull on a whole bunch of different options for myself and for my clients. So I'll just share a little story. I have a really good friend of mine who was competing in the Miss United States, and I sent her Passion and Motivate for when she was on stage, because when you get in front of a whole bunch of people in a swimsuit, I imagine that would be very unnerving. So speaking in front of people as well as being around a whole bunch of people. And so she used these two oils while she was at the Miss United States competition, and she put them on her neck and she inhaled them, and she said that they really helped her remain focused and centered, and it helped her with her thoughts so she wasn't all over the place, and helped her speak on stage. And she noticed a huge difference, and of course she's been competing for years, and it was exciting to learn that she actually won the Miss United States, and these oils were contributing to her ability to just stay grounded. And I love that about the essential oils, and we're excited for you guys to get started with these in your home as well as in your practices. Thanks so much for joining us today. Bye-bye.